Jackie with DMT Institute, and today we're going to talk about some initial ideas with ratio proportion. And really the idea is to help kids conceptually understand ratio proportion so they understand the relationships between quantities and can use this to make other connections down the road. So we're going to do a problem about a juice recipe. And in our juice recipe, we're going to use 1 grapefruit for every 4 oranges. So we're going to start by drawing a bar model of this. So our bar model might look like this, and we're going to have this be our grapefruits and oranges, and we're actually going to use an R for oranges just because that O is a little problematic. It's going to look like a 0. All right, so if I have 1 grapefruit, I'm going to have 4 oranges. And you may have seen a model just like this in previous videos, even with introducing multiplication. So we're going to start there, but then we're going to bridge into where this goes in later years. So we're going to take that idea of 1 grapefruit for 4 oranges, and we're going to iterate that. Knowing that if I now have 2 grapefruits, to keep that relationship the same or the taste of the juice the same, I'm now going to have 8 oranges. And we're going to iterate one more time. So if I now have 3 grapefruits, I'm going to need 12 oranges. We're going to tie one more model to this. So we're going to tie a ratio table. Again, you may have seen this exact relationship between these two in earlier videos. We're going to take a look at that ratio table with my grapefruits and my oranges. And if I start with 1 grapefruit, I had 4 oranges. And the beauty of these two models going together is that I'm literally taking the information that I've built out in my bar model visually, where I can actually see it getting twice as big or 3 times as big, and I'm putting it in this more symbolic table. So now I can take a look at 2 grapefruits for 8 oranges and 3 grapefruits for 12. Okay, here's where we're going to start to take a look at it going a little bit different in later years, because again, these are things that hopefully kids have experienced earlier. So in later years, we're going to start to talk about, but what if I only had 2 oranges? So I'm going to take this space and I'm going to take a look at my oranges here. I'm going to say, okay, if that's 0 oranges and that's 4 oranges, then my 2 oranges is literally going to be right in the middle. And again, this is the benefit of that visual model, is that 2 actually lives right between the 0 and the 4, so I can see that partition. But now I've got to go back up and talk about my grapefruits, which even if I need to ignore my oranges for a minute, I could do that. So I'm going to look at that space between 0 and 1 and know right in the middle is half a grapefruit. We're going to tie that into our symbolic here, so I know that half a grapefruit would be 2 oranges. We're going to go a step further and say, but what if I only have 1 orange? How much of a grapefruit should I use? So I can go back and say, okay, if this is 0 and that's 2, that 1 is going to live right in the middle. Same thing up above. I can go back and say, what's right in the middle of 0 and 1/2? We're going to rely on some fraction language here. So if I'm not sure, or a student is not sure what that space is going to be, what I should call it, what half of a half is, we can go back to how many of these smaller units does it take to compose 1? I'm going to partition that other space. And if it takes 4 to compose 1, I know that spot's now 1/4. So I can now say that 1/4 of a grapefruit would be used for every 1 orange. Okay, so here's another benefit of this. Is now, let's say I wanted to do 3.5 grapefruits. So I can take a look, and I already have this 3, and I can literally take this space of a half, and I can move that out here. Being able to think about 3.5 grapefruits, and I know within that space, that's taking 2 oranges, so I get 14 oranges. The benefit of the visual model is there is this additive idea that I'm taking this composed unit of 2 oranges and 1/2 grapefruit and adding it to the end. But again, that composed unit was built multiplicatively, which ties in some of those ratio proportion ideas, which is really beneficial for students to actually see it before we're just notating it in the table. So we're going to go one more place with this. Again, just considering where this goes down the road for kids is being able to think about, again, that benefit of the relationship between the two. That's one of the big ideas with ratio proportion. So we're going to think about, well, if I know what's the relationship between grapefruits and oranges. So if I know my oranges, how do I figure out my number of grapefruits? Oh, we're going to use that. All right, R for orange, so it doesn't look like a 0. So if I know my oranges, how do I figure out my grapefruits? And also if I know my grapefruits, how do I figure out my number of oranges? So we can go both directions. So again, and that looks at that relationship between the two. So if my oranges are 4, how do I get from 4 to 1, or 8 to 2, or 2 to a half? So we're going to be able to talk about, I take my oranges and divide it by 4. Or I could take my grapefruit. So how do I get from 1 grapefruit to 4 oranges, 2 grapefruits to 8, or even 1/4 to 1, knowing that I would multiply by 4, which we can later formalize into some equations, that I could take my oranges and divide it by 4 to get my number of grapefruits, or I could take my grapefruits and multiply it by 4. We're going to write it that way to get my oranges. So as you can see, starting with that visual model just really helps us build that conceptual understanding so kids have more access to some of these formal ideas with relationships down the road. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for watching.